Yeah, hello, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on where you're watching me from, my name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO. And this is Chinedu Anichi TV, streaming live from St. Louis, Missouri, United States of America. How are you doing? Chinedu Anichi TV, family, those in Europe, those in Asia, those in Australia, those of you in America, and those in Africa, especially those of you in Nigeria, where we come from. How are you doing today? Today is a very good and a nice day, bright Wednesday. Today we are celebrating our one of our great daughters in diaspora. I've been looking for her for a long time, but today God decided that she will be here. So, and the background story is that I looked for her because of her decency encapsulated in her gorgeous appearance. A woman who has always encouraged African women to dress properly and still appear elegant. So today we'll have our sister Amaka V. Onuma, but known as the media personality, a social elite as Sugar Destiny. So let me have the privilege of bringing to the show Sugar Destiny right from Canada. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for bringing me to your live stream.
How is Canada?
Canada is pretty good as always.
So so you are in, minus what now?
Actually, we have a nice weather today. We're in -2, which is nothing.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sugar, for coming. I was very sorry that Instagram, they are giving us headache, Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is even fluctuating. Only YouTube is now stable. YouTube and Twitter is the only thing that's stable now. So, but no matter whatever it is, Instagram and Facebook, they will get it live. It's a promise. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for the humility. Thank you for the punctuality. You have been here. And for some logistic problems, we are trying to put the studio together. So, thank you. This is Chinedu Anichi TV, the African Voice in Diaspora. We give voice to Africans that we consider relevant to our society, either by constructive views, constructive contributions, collaborations, and developmental gifts to African community. And you're one of them, one of our voices in the social media. Strong, traditional, and elegant from Canada. We decided to invite you. So you're welcome to the show. Please
Thank
make
you.
yourself to our viewers the
Thank
way
you very much. Thank you very much. I am glad to be on this live stream today. I want to appreciate you for bringing me to your live stream, and I am Sugar Destiny Official and CEO of Sugar Destiny Official Hair.
wow. Sugar Destiny official here, the CEO is a CEO and owner. I've always
Yes.
corrected our people because you can be a CEO of a company but you don't own it. So
No,
when you
I
say
am I am I am the CEO. I am the owner of
yeah,
Sugar D Luxury Hair. I am the CEO. I am the owner. Most of them knows me. They know me live and they know me very well where I'm coming from. Most of my customers. So when they see me here, they will know. Yeah, this is Sugar Destiny.
yeah, yeah, thank you. That's why I decided to add owner so that they will know that you're really the owner of the enterprise. So naturally, I had Daddy Shoki in this show. I asked him, Daddy Shoki, how was life when you were growing up? He said, Chino, do you remember we were in the street of Ajegule and I was picking iron from the dustbin. The other day, I had Chiamaka Nadoze, the number one goalkeeper of Falcons and Paris FC. She said she was hawking pineapple for the mother, but today she's one of our best. So if you touch Osime, Osime will tell you, I hawk pure water. But today Osime is one of our finest. So, and that goes around and goes around. So before you become Sugar Destiny, CEO and owner of Sugar Destiny Deluxe Hair, can you share a little story of your beginning, the way you came to Canada, so that people will not think. just fell from heaven and became sugar destiny overnight.
No, it's never possible. Life is always a stage of life. So, okay, I'm gonna be flashing back a little bit. Um, I was born and brought up in River State, so in Port Harcourt precisely. And yeah, my parents, like my dad, my mom, they shortened in Cameroon. So life wasn't easy 100% while growing up. So, but I could say it wasn't bad. So yeah, I grew up in Port Harcourt, my primary school in Port Harcourt, my secondary school in Port Harcourt, university is in Port Harcourt and in Owerri. So life wasn't roses, but I can say I'm so thankful to God for where I am today. So I migrated to Canada 9 to 10 years ago. Yeah, I actually migrated because my husband lives here, so I didn't go through any process of visa or facing immigration or stuff like that. So he just brought me as a spouse visa, so it was very easy, and I couldn't even go for interview like every other person did. You have to go to interview in Ghana and so on and so forth, but my own case was just so different. I don't know how God did it, but it was also awesome. So I migrated here for like years back, and I reside here in Canada.
Yeah, thank you. Our topic today and what attracted me to you was your elegance, especially on social media, the way you. And one of the things that made me look at you is that there was a comment you made on Tunde Ednot's post, and one other person attacking you on the comment said, I went to your page. You're lucky that you're well dressed. So I said, okay, which woman is this person talking about? I have to go to her page too. So I went to your page. I saw a lot of things you're doing and how gorgeously and especially you dress, but with every sense of traditional decency. I said, who is this? So we decided to raise a topic today, decency and gorgeous. You can still be decent, you can still be gorgeous. You can still be flashy, can still be elegant without going nude. So we decided to look for you as one of our wives, as one of our sisters who has respect for traditional values. So I want to start by asking you, Sugar, do you think that decency is still important in this generation? Like a woman dressing well, covering herself? Does it
Yeah,
reduce any sense of fashion?
yeah. Thank you so much for that. Like, I'm overwhelmed for you telling me that the reason why you got attracted, like bringing me to your live stream, is because of my decency and the way I dress. Okay, I would say you are not the first person that has approached me towards this. Like, you asked your question, I actually believe that decency is number one key. Like I always say, good name is better than money, riches. When I say it, a lot of people attacks me. They're like, oh, we're in T-Pain region and things are really hard. I'd rather have a bad name than have the whole money in the whole world. But my own case is different. I once I'm comfortable, I don't believe in any other thing. I just once I'm comfortable, my family is comfortable. I believe in having good name than having riches. That is my belief. Okay, when I was growing up, my mom and my dad, they love decency very much. My mom is a leader of so many things in Nigeria. When it comes to CWO in Nigeria, women organization, my mom is the head. When it comes to August meeting, and that was the reason why she left to Nigeria, because she wants to attend 2024 August meeting, because she basically missed 2 years and last year. So she missed two in a row because she was in diaspora. So 2024, she begged me that she has to be there because she has missed a lot. She handled her activity to someone else to take care of. So when it comes to the community, like my village, they do these meetings they do in the village, right? So my mom is their chair lady. So my mom cannot be preaching about decency. I haven't been to August meeting before. like women do dress and go to August meeting. It's all about knowledge. They share knowledges in that August meeting. So my mom is the one preaching and talking about decency. Your child has to dress well. She always portrayed herself that if your child comes back home with money and you know your child is not working, let's assume you send your child to school and your child is bringing food, bag of rice, and buying expensive things. My mom said that you need to question that child. You have to ask that child, where did you get these things from? How did you get it? Knowing that this child is not working. So when a child is not working, that child is not supposed to be buying things unless the parents were able to provide the money or provide the item for that child. So I grew up in a very cultured family. Yes. I came from a very good background. So I love my decency so much. It has paid me so good where I am today because of decency. I'm gonna tell you this for sure. When I met my husband, he lives in Canada, where he never disclosed that to me. He told me that he lives in the north. So, and he doesn't give me his phone number. We talk on Facebook Messenger. So when I asked for his phone number, he said he lost his phone number. He lost his number, sorry, and he's not been able to purchase another phone. So Messenger is free. That he's talking from his laptop, so we can talk using the computer. Which, as a little girl, I was naive and I believed him. So because he was actually seeking for a true love based on his past experiences. So that was why he came to me that way, because he had bad experience. When ladies back home, they know you live in abroad, most of them will try to pretend to be what they are not because they want to, they want to get one or two things from you. So when he came to me, he came that way. And when we finally got married, so he started telling me that the reason why he came and he was hoping that things will end up good for both of us is because of my decency. Yes. So, and I've heard a lot of this from people. Even last year, 2023, in my church, I won the best decency like dressing in my church. They called me out, and I was so shocked. I don't know what's the topic. I don't even know what they were talking about. And they said, "Oh, you are the winner of 2023 best dresser decency in church." My
Wow.
pastor, they gave me a present, which is a gift card. Up to today, I haven't used that gift card. It's still in my purse. So that was what they gave to me. I just feel like a woman should be comfortable when leaving your house. So I go out most of the time. I'm somebody that love to hang out. I love socializing. And when I meet people, I will see ladies like me. They are dressing and putting on short thing. I'm not saying that short thing is bad, but it depends on where you're going. I believe that every occasion has its own dressing. That is my belief. I dress based on where I'm going, what the event says. That is how I try to dress. So when I see people dress and they try to pull down their dress, pulling their dress down, I feel so ashamed of myself. I'm not even the one putting on those clothes. What I ask myself is, don't you have a mirror? You dress as a woman before you leave your house. You have to assess yourself in the mirror. You turn your back, you turn your front, and you check before you step out of the house. So you probably did all this, and you come out in public and disgracing women by dragging down your skirts or your dress down. This is actually short, and when you move, we keep going up. You know this. You own these clothes. You have mirror in your house. So before you leave your house, you should be dressing well. And meanwhile, I'm a married woman. I have three children, two daughters and one boy. So my girls have to learn from their mom because most things I practice today, I learned from my mom. Yes, I learned from my mom. All the things I do today is from my mother. So I want my kids to learn so many things from me. If they don't learn any, let them learn how to dress well. When you go out, how you dress tells so much about you. But that is what a lot of people doesn't know. Yes. And this place that we live in diaspora. Here, things that we call a taboo back home is a normal thing here. Is a norm. People do it in summer. I see people walking with bikini. They walk on the street. They do it. They don't have anything in mind. But I am a Nigerian cultured woman, an African woman. Where I came from, these things are taboos for us. I can't imagine my child seeing my bikini on Facebook. She's gonna grow tomorrow. My first child is turning 11 soon. So I wouldn't like her to see, oh, this is my mom. They talk in school and somebody will pull up a picture. That's your mom with bikini. No, it's gonna be disaster to me. I do not want that. And when I put on things that are not comfortable, I am not comfortable too. I don't feel all right. Right? I am a mother, I am a wife, and I'm a woman that has my dignity. I love my dignity so much. Like I said earlier, I prefer dressing well. My dignity tells a lot about me. So I don't believe in opening clothes, showing my boobs, showing my body. Because when you do that as a young girl, obviously you are a commodity. That's how I see it. You are selling something. That is how to showcase things that you sell. When I move in the streets back home in Nigeria, you will see, even here when you go to the mall, you see them putting images on clothes. They are showcasing their products. So when a woman dressed that way, I see that woman as a commodity. You are showcasing what you are selling. So people like your type will come and patronize you, and they will pay you, and they will do whatever you guys agree, and you go. And by the time they count you all around, you are just finished. That is my belief. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Sugar Destiny. That's a very mind blowing answer from you, and that sends a very big message to those of you who are out there who think that you can only be elegant and gorgeous by going nude. You have seen a woman who is a CEO of a hair hub, a fashioneer, an elite, a media personality. So, but today is advocating for decency. You learn from the mother. What did you learn from your own mom? So that's the message today. I told you that Chinedu Anichi TV, we're not here for dragging, we're not here for chasing clouds, we're not even here, we're not even interested if you are watching or not watching. But what we know is that the seed we are sowing today, tomorrow will germinate. We're not interested in number yet, we're interested in the quality of what we
Quality.
deliver. And I know tomorrow, what we're sowing today will grow to become a big tree. So
Definitely.
thank you for coming, Sugar Destiny. But let's take it a bit deeper. You love Instagram, you love social media. What inspires you into doing that? And you do it, how do you do it? And a lot of people go into social media, they are trapped, and the consequence of what they do in social media begins to affect their family, affect their behavior. But yours, you navigate peacefully from being in all social media platforms and still maintaining the peace in your house. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're peaceful. The last time I spoke with you, you were with your husband, and you are talking everything about social media. It means that your house is comfortable and what you are doing in the social media has not any negative effect in your house. Okay? So how do you do this? Because a lot of people are trapped in the social media and it begins to affect their own family, either the upbringing of the kids or begin to affect their relationship with their husband. Please teach us how you do
Yeah.
this.
You are 100% right. Social media is a place for socializing, and everybody is there. So when you come out to be a social media person, or you want to represent anything, you have a brand, you influencer or whatever, you have to know what you want, and you have to know where you're heading to. Okay, I am very well popular on Facebook. I actually started Instagram like 2 years ago after the pandemic. Before then, I was full-time Facebook person. So friends approached me, oh, Sugar, I think you should move on to Instagram. Then I have like 11,000 followers on Instagram, but I hardly come to Instagram. I come, I breathe in, I breathe off. I hardly even post there or make some content there. So, but by the time I sat down and read some things about social media, until one day Facebook sent me a message, you are qualified for this, set on your payment information for you to be getting paid. That was a key motivating word for me, right? Knowing that the things I will be posting on Facebook, I'm not doing it just for fun. Okay, I'm doing it to I'm doing it because I'm happy. And secondly, I'm doing it because knowing that I'm gonna be paid for what I'm doing. You know,
Any
yes, you're gonna be earning for what you're doing. So that
let me listen
motivates.
to you time so that I'll be saying this to the hearing. Go ahead.
So that actually motivates me very well. So right now, I do not mix social media with family. Before I come on social media, I will make sure I have taken care of my family. My kids are good. I've made my meal. Some days I'm like last week, all I did last week was cooking. I was totally off social media last week because I was cooking. I made so many kind of dishes and store in the fridge. So this week is a free week for me. It's like a social week for me. So I'm going to be on social media. My husband knows that my wife is earning on social media. This is what my wife like doing. I am not there to chase a cloud. No, I am there because I know the contents I'm bringing. A lot of people are giving audience to it. So, and I'm getting paid for it. So why would I continue doing that? I am not affecting anybody negatively. Rather, I'm affecting people positively. So I get a lot of comment from people, advice, and a lot of people want me to collaborate with them. This morning I woke up, I got a message from three persons. I wanted to be an brand influencer for my products. So we're still about to negotiate on the price. So all of this put together, I have my children. So they're going to grow up tomorrow and see their mom's page. So anybody that comes across my page will never say anything bad. Rather, they will come and congratulate me and give me tips on how to move forward, what they are expecting from me. I think you should do this rather than that. And I'm somebody that is open for advice. Yes, I am very much open for advice. So anything somebody advised me on, I actually put it in practice and it always comes out good. So social media is a nice place if you know what you're doing. Don't quote me wrong. There are so many negativities on social media as well. So as an adult, when you come on social media, you listen to the ones you want to listen and keep the one that you know that are useful to you. The one that are not useful, please don't engage yourself and move forward. Keep scrolling until it scrolls to something that is amazing, something that you're looking for, something that will help you grow in what way, in whatever you want to grow with. You pray you get to that, and that's how it goes. So I love social media. I'm there for positive energy, no negativity around me, and it's so shall it be. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, Sugar. Yes, when you be talking alone, you shift your camera so that your head will not go too much. You know, you're a tall lady. Uh, yeah, that's good.
Sorry.
Okay, so Sugar, it's okay. There's this narrative. People in Canada come back here. They are suffering. They are doing this. I've always watched the Freezer show where they try to pull down people who are in America. People are suffering. There's no need to jackpot. There's no need to do this. Some people will come down and testify. I really jackpot back to Nigeria. Uh, all those kind of things. For your 10 years experience, what would be your reaction to this kind of narrative?
Yeah. Obviously, it's reception word for everywhere. Every country is going through one or two. Yes, in Canada, if you are coming to not just Canada, any Western world, as long as you are leaving Nigeria to any country, you should be prepared. Just know that your first era, which is first year you arrive to 3 to 5 years, is going to be ups and down. Mostly if you are not prepared. Mostly if you do not have basic idea what you want to do. So, boy, it's different when you are migrating from Nigeria to Canada. You have a good job, like you have a good service back home, and you come here, you have scheduled your plans. This is what I'm going to do once I arrive. My wife is going to be doing this once we arrive. The kids are going to school. You have all these things in place, and you have the money to carry it on. Trust me, when you come here, you will excel. That's if you come here with permanent residence, you will definitely make it. But when you come here as a student meaning you do not have your papers. And as a student, you are limited from jobs. It's not as if it is unlimited that you can do. You can. Some people will tell you, I'm going to work 7 days a week. I don't need break. I work, every day of my life for 1 month as a newcomer. But as a student, you are not allowed to do that. As a student, I think you're only allowed to work 20 hours a week. So 20 hours a week in 2 weeks, that is just 40 hours. So it is nothing. You can't even pay your gas, or feed you at home. So it is really, really dramatic for anybody migrating to any country. So I advise people, if you are coming to Canada, make sure you are coming with a PR. If you come with a PR, that solves most of your problems. And if you come with a PR, you have children, you have minors who are not up to 17, 18 years. Your kids are guaranteed payments. The government is going to be paying your child every month. Okay. And that payment is just for the future academy of those children. But for the moment that you arrived in Canada, you can use that money for feeding, basic things in the house, because you arrived new and you haven't balanced. Then when you get balance, you can channel the children account money to children accounts, because that is for the principal of their schools in future. That's why government is paying you that money. They are supporting you. But when you come here with visiting visa, and visiting remains visiting. Most people come here with visiting visa. They want to change their visa to a state visa. That is where the problem starts. And by doing so, you are expected to go and apply for what is it called? You are expected to go and apply for I forgot what it's called. When I time I remember, I will mention it. That will enable you to get a job. That will enable you to get a job. And when it expires, you have to renew it. So Canada is stressful. Every other country is stressful, not just Canada. Okay. But when you are coming, like I said earlier, you should have basic things you have to do. Plan yourself and surround yourself with positive people who are willing to assist you, people who are willing to elevate you, people who are willing to tell you things that you don't know. Some people suffered when they came here. So when they meet you that you are new, oh, you tell them your problems and they will be like, oh, I went through this, like I suffered a lot when I came 20 years ago. So you're gonna do the same before you start reaping. So you're gonna suffer the same that I suffered. No, those are not the people you should associate yourself with. That this person suffered 20 years ago does not mean you, when you come tomorrow, that you're going to face the same challenges that person faced. No, because destinies are different. So when you migrate to any country, do yourself a favor, socialize with people that will help you, people that will not judge you, people that will not use their own creditement to judge your own. They want to put you the same way where they are. No, you have to follow people that will let you grow, people that will elevate you to where you want to be. So by the time you find yourself in that surrounding, I swear you are good to go. I give you 5 years. 5 years is even more. Some people make it in 2 years. Some people make it in 3 years. Some people even 1 year. They have made it. So all of these things determine your destiny, all right, and how you have planned yourself before you migrate. If you plan yourself very well, trust me, you will make it. But if you don't plan yourself very well, every country is hard right now, not just Canada. Everywhere is crazy. Everywhere. So you have to plan yourself very well. Make sure you have a good person to tutor you how things work. If you come, stay away a little bit distance from most Nigerians. Some of them are just so envious. Some of them are too dramatic. So you don't need that in your life. That is not what you came here for. So try and look for the good ones and mingle with the good ones. And I believe you'll make it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sugar, for that sharing that experience. That's good because a lot of people were also in US. When we hear all this kind of story, uh, there's about let me say maybe one in among 100, but people will amplify it to look as if a lot of people have come here, changed their lives, changed the lives of their family. So what is important is if you are coming here, you will remember that you left home to make the home better.
Mhm.
So just it. Once that thing doesn't leave your head, I left home, you understand, to make this home I'm living better. So when you leave home and your mind didn't tell you, I'm leaving home to make home better. So if you come here, your behavior will be different. Your hustling spirit will be different. But when you come with the mindset that I left this home
A better
because
place. Yeah.
yes, so you will know how we handle it. So thank you
Did you
for
did you watch the guy on Daddy Freeze Live that said he relocated back to Nigeria?
yeah.
Um, him, his wife, and with that two kids or one child, I can't remember. And he came as a student. Yeah, but according to him, he came and he purchased working permits. Yeah, that's what I forgot. You purchase
Yes.
your, you have to get your working permit to enable you get a job. And working permit expires. When it expires, you have to renew it, which is money. If you don't renew it, most people will not hire you. Most companies will not hire you. Even some companies, if you are not a PR holder, you're not a citizen, they will not hire you because they believe that you can be kicked out at any time. What you have is temporary, it's not a permanent stuff. So, because of that, they don't want to start training you, and along the line, they will lose you and start training someone else. So, they will choose somebody with a PR holder, which is permanent resident, or they will choose someone with a citizen. So, that guy, based on his story, I knew there was so many things hiding. You can't tell me as a student you came to, and he said he left my city. He said he left Calgary. Calgary is my city. This is the only place I've lived since I arrived Canada. I other places is just visit, maybe 3 days, 5 days, I'm off. But this is the city that I have lived and I'm still living, right? So that
Yeah,
he bought a car.
the city where Dr. Zoo also stayed.
I know Dr. Zoe, we're always in a party most of the time.
Yeah,
We're
so
always in the same space most of the time. Any party I attend, they invite me, he's there. So most time I say hi to Dr. Zoe. Yeah. So the guy with his stories, I can understand. Canada is stressful, not just Canada. Every Western world is stressful. It's even better 10 years ago, 6 years ago. But you see, 3 years ago, 2 years ago to present, it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So by the time you'll be able to pay your rent, pay your utility and transportation, and you have kids, you have to cut your coats according to your height. The young man said he came and he bought a brand new car for $30,000. Why do you, as a student that don't have pass, you don't have your papers, your family doesn't. Temporary, you have a temporary health card, and that temporary health card soon government will cut it off. So if you have to see a doctor, you're gonna pay from your pocket. Your medication, everything, prescription, you're gonna pay from your pocket. And looking at his statements, he has no insurance. So it's gonna be crazy. You do not need a $13,000 card to pay cash. Nobody will give him on instrumentally payments because he do not have anything to show that he's going to pay later. So because of that, he has to pay cash. Somebody like me, I can go to any car stand and pick a car of $100,000. Yes, I have a good credit card. I have a good credit history. I've been here for years. I have a good permanent job. I have a good job. I don't even mention my job when I'm talking. I prefer to mention as a CEO that I am. So with only that one alone, they will allow me to carry any car of my choice and put me on instrumental payments. But that guy has not gotten to that level. So he do not need a car of $30,000. He can still buy a car of 5,000, 6,000, or therefore go to auction. He will get a good car. I know a friend of mine in US. She bought a Mercedes Benz, clean Mercedes Benz. I won't mention her name, but when she got to watch this video, she will know I'm talking to her. So she showed me. She said, "Sugar, I bought it from auction." And she went and do change some certain things in the car to her taste, rebrand the car to her taste. And she paid cash because she doesn't want to be paying instrumental payments. She says
but
she doesn't like that.
you know,
Otherwise, she's a big girl. She can
you know,
afford it.
I agree on that. That's what I do. I ship cars,
Oh,
cars. I am a member
okay.
of the Copart auction and the II auction and all this. So I shop for cars, I truck cars, I ship cars, I sell cars too. So I
We
know
used,
what
we used to do that. We used to do that until somebody
about.
ran it.
Somebody can really come and get a car of a very manageable price and
Of
start
course.
from there. So, but when you come here and first of all go to 30,000 car, you know
You are
what?
crazy. How will you come here and go and drive like me? I know people that have been living here like the same time with my husband. They're like 30 years, 25 years, 28 years in Canada. Most of them drives Range Rover. Some of them drives a G-Wagon. I can't go and buy G-Wagon as my status right now. I would drive it in future, but not now. If I go and take it now, it will affect me with other bills I need to pay. So that bounce back to what I said. You should cut your coat according to your size and mingle yourself in environment. You are not in a challenging, you are not in a competition with anybody. You do what works for you, not some other person. What makes you happy? I've owned my car. Next year, is it next year, May or June? Will make my car 5 years old. And the dealer, they be even yesterday, am I not going to switch it to 2025 model? My answer was no, because I am still paying for that my car. I've not finished. And they want to give me 2025 model and take this one and put the money minus and plus. If I'm owing 10,000, I'm going to be owing like 100,000 more. Am I crazy? Nothing is wrong with my car. All the features that 2025 has, that my car still has it. So I don't see any reason changing my car. Do you understand? But some people will come today and buy that car tomorrow, and next tomorrow they want to change it because their friend has changed, or their neighbor, or where they attend meeting, somebody have a new car. They want to in competition. That is what kill people in this Canada and any other Western world. You have to like and love and be contented wherever you find yourself. Me, I'm always saying it though. As long as I see 3 square meal in a day, eat, take care of my family, they are good. My children go to school and obtain the basic they are supposed to have. I am good. Even if I don't have mansion, even if I don't have Mercedes Benz or anything, that's one that I have that moves me around. You that have Mercedes Benz, if you will get there in 10 minutes, me, I will get there in 20 minutes. Am I not there? What matters is that I'm there. That is what matters. So I am not in a competition. That is why I love myself. I do my things when it works for me, how it works for me, not someone else. I am the one to pay for it. The worst thing, if you don't pay in 3 months, they will send your credit to collections. Collections are the people that destroy your credit history. And when they destroy it, they will come back and take that car, that vehicle, they will take it from you. The one you've paid in the past is gone. You lose everything. Those are the things that people don't have knowledge of. And they will come and start. You see, that pride that we have in Nigeria, when you come here with that pride, eh? Oh my God, you're gonna fall woefully. Because this is a different setting from Nigeria. Here we pay rent monthly. Nigeria, we pay rent yearly or 2 years. That's how we pay. Nobody pays rent in this abroad more than 1 month because the fee is very high. Nobody does. So when you come here, try and circle yourself around people that are very potential in life, people that will elevate you, because we're all here for one step to another. I don't want to remain one particular level in my life. Everybody wants to keep elevating himself. So mingle yourself with people that are able to assist you, even if it's a word of advice. Assist doesn't mean I'm going to give you this or give you that. I can sit you down and tell you how it works. That is an assessment. When you ask me, right? Then you put that into practice and see it come to reality. Then you achieve your goals and your dream. You can't come today and want to be what you want to be. No, there are steps of life. You will count one before you count two. But some people comes, they want to count three because they are governors in Nigeria. They make a lot of money. And you come here, you're not a governor here. Oh. And remember, Nigerian money, when you convert it here, is change. Do you understand? If you have 20 million naira and convert it to here, it doesn't get to 10,000 self, $10,000. It become change. It cannot solve a lot for you. So when you come, calm down and follow it gently, step by step. Try not to be in a competition. Anything that will make you try to be in a competition, cut it off. Cut it off and stay your own. Know that I came today, I can't be like this person. And if I want to be like that person, motivation. You have to take it bit by bit and you will get there.
Yeah, thank you, Sugar Destiny. This is wonderful. This is great from you, and I'm so happy. So, people you listen to, this is why we say this is African Voice in Diaspora. You are hearing direct from somebody who has spent 10 years in Canada. Okay? 10 years. Somebody who came as an immigrant. He did not come with a visiting visa. So, he's telling you out of experience. So, my people, cut your coat according to size. Yes, there's this concept that is always disturbing when it comes to marriage abroad. I want to go there because you're a married woman. Um, First of all, the concept of 50-50. What is your take about it?
Hmm. This topic is ongoing, actually. We are always treating this topic on Instagram, like daily, different live stream on different people. So, my opinion on this topic is marriage has no particular setting, how it works. You standing here today, you are a happily married man with children. So I don't know how long you've been married, but I will stand here to tell you that how your marriage works is different from how mine works. So, and marriage is the only institution that we jump in with certificates before we start. When I did my college in Nigeria, I started and I finished, graduated, they handed certificates to me. But when I did my white wedding, I remember the priest when I went for counseling with him. He told me that
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, my people, I think something is wrong with the background. So I think there's a little logistic problem, and we'll fix it and we'll bounce back. Um, you can hear this. We had a Sugar Destiny. That is Amaka V. Onuma. It's Sugar Destiny, the CEO of Sugar Destiny. What do you call? Hey. So, and she has lived for over 10 years in Canada, and she is sharing the experience he has from Canada.
can
So
you hear
today,
me?
yeah, you're back.
Oh, thank God. Sorry, somebody called me. I quickly hung up immediately.
I know.
Sorry.
That's
Yeah, that was why I wanted to use this one. This one is my Nigerian SIM card. So
okay.
nobody
No,
will ever call. But this one is my Canada line that is in. Anyways,
okay,
sorry. You can cut off this place when you are posting, okay?
no problem, no problem, no problem.
Okay, so as I was saying, marriages work in different formats,
Let's
okay?
go back a bit as you turn the camera. Let's go back a bit so that your head will come down. Yeah,
Is it good?
yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay,
Okay.
so
Marriages work in different formats. What works for you? I mean, how your marriages are working today. If I want to imitate you, it might not work for me. So, why I said so is I've heard a lot of people say 70-30, 60, 60-40, 50-50, so on and so forth, right? So, I have a brother. Like I have brothers. They are married. Two of my brothers are in diaspora. One is in Canada here too. The other one is in Europe. So and they are all married with their wives. So when I say I want 50-50, for example, I will always remember that my brother is married and he's in diaspora. What if the wife say 50-50, will it be okay for me? When I say 20-30, if that applies to my brothers with their wife, is that okay? Because I don't just say it because it's me. The person I'm marrying is somebody's son too, and somebody's brother, right? So we have to be fair to all of us. Okay, now I will use my own house as an example. In my house here in Canada, I do not do much. My husband said I should take care of feeding. What I do is feeding. I make sure every feeding is ready in this house. I go to grocery. I shop everything that needs to be shopped in the house. I cook everything that needs to be ate in this house. My husband is like, that is for ladies. I do it. But when it comes to bill paying, my house mortgage, so on and so forth, I don't even know. My husband does those. But some homes, some people will tell you, oh, I pay utility, my husband pay this. No. But that is how it works for them. So whatever that works for anybody, however, go on and do it. But for my own home, I'm taking care of cooking, which is not cheap, rather. Nothing is cheap. Every in 2 weeks, I go to grocery, I spend 700 to 800 every 2 weeks. The children has to go to school. They will go to school with snack. They will go to school with lunch every day. Snack and lunch every day. You must provide it. So those are the things I will make sure it is available, right? My husband will go to work. He has to go to work with lunch. I have to make sure there is lunch. Myself, I'm a night staff. I don't go to work with food because I don't want to grow fat. I don't eat at work. When I eat at home, I'm okay when I get to work. The only thing I might eat at work might be fruit, maybe munching apple or banana, sometimes peanuts, right? And I drink my water or tea, coffee, I will be okay. So I will be okay. So I wouldn't recommend 50, 50, 60, 40, or whatsoever. What I would recommend in this live stream is however it works for you and your partner, keep it up. The dream is to be there forever and achieve success and make each other happy. As long as you and your partner is happy, the kids are happy, however is running, that's so be it. Your husband is happy how he's running. You are happy how he's running. What people say out there is not your business. It doesn't concern you. It shouldn't be your problem. That is always my opinion. But most men will come to this Canada knowing that this Canada, we do not allow our man to provide 100%. Because me, if I leave my husband to provide 100%, akadabajia. Yes, and akabajia, if he pass out tomorrow, the whole problem will be on my head and I can't be able to carry it. My shoulder will be heavy on me. So that is why I have to help my husband so that he will live long for me and help me. We'll raise our children together. We're in this game together. I wouldn't want to him to leave me tomorrow. I can't carry the burden will be too much on my shoulder. And I know the same to him. He wouldn't want to do, and when I leave this earth, the whole burden will be on him. He can't do it alone. I believe we both need each other to succeed. These children that God has given us to look after, we will be here together to look after them, to make them somebody so that tomorrow we will be proud of our children, right? So most people will come to Nigeria and come migrate over here. They still want to carry that odogu they carry in Nigeria to Canada. That is why you see homes destroyed. A woman will go to work as a man goes to work. Men will come back. For example, I will use my husband like I always do. My husband will come back from work weekdays, and when he eats, play with his children. Sometimes my last child will be like, Daddy, let's play hide and seek. They will be running around up and down, upstairs to downstairs. When my husband is tired, the next thing is his computer. He's then on his computer for a while. So when he stay on his computer, me, I will go to work and come back, and I will end up in the kitchen. I will change my clothes. It's only when I need him. Okay, now my daughter is grown. My daughter will come and help and do some certain things, so I don't bother him. But if it was when they were small, I will call him, please come and help me. For example, I'm making vegetable soup. He will be in the sink helping me cutting the veggies. Then I'm running about in the kitchen, maybe putting my meat or checking or doing one or two things. He will help me and slice vegetable, knowing that. And once he finish, he will ask me, "Is there anything I need to do for you that you need to go upstairs?" When I look around, every other thing is set to go. It's just for me to cook gradually. I will tell him, you are good for now. You can go. Thank you." And he will go upstairs, right? So what am I trying to say is men shouldn't come back from work and allow their wife that went to work too to come and start cooking and cook finish and come and pass it for them. The day your wife did not do it, she's not a bad woman. She's following bad friends. They're advising her. No, that's not, excuse me, that's not how it works. You have to help your wife. Back home, you are the one paying bills. Probably you are going to work in the morning, you drop money food for Mama Emeka. Mama Emeka have kept the ego nelu table. She ofe. Mama Emeka has nothing to do. She takes care of the children, go to market and cook the soup for you. You come back, Daddy, you are back. He will come and pass you food. You will eat. Mama Emeka will come and clean the table, take the dishes away, wash it and keep. It doesn't really apply in this part of the world. No. Even here, go to eatery. If you go to a mall, anywhere to eat in this Canada, you are the one to carry your dishes away. Am I lying? You carry your plates. Go and keep. There is a place for garbage. There is a place for recycling. There is a place for this. The can that you ordered, maybe you drank a pop, a bottle of pop, and you have your bottle of water. When you finish that water, you have to put the water can in the recycle bin for recycling. You carry the pop can, you put it in the recycle bin. You carry the plate that you ate, the tray. You take your bone and the serviette you use, you put them in the garbage. You carry plate, put it in the appropriate place it's supposed to be for the people taking care of that to carry it for washing and bringing it back. So if you can do this out there in the restaurant, why can't you take care of your home and help your wife? The same wife helps you at work. You go to work, she goes to work. She come back home, she take care of the children. She will still cook for you, right? Yeah. When I say a woman, basically a woman should be the one cooking in the diaspora. I said it, but it must not be a must. Yes. Let it be a pride that you give to your husband. Like my husband will not like to eat another person's meal. He will prefer you say, my wife, you are the one to cook my food. It's not like I am the best chef. No. And I don't really get angry. I feel like my husband want to eat his wife's food. It's an honor to me. It's a very big honor to me. So I will always deliver. But let's try and help one another. If your husband, the bill is too much, you can assist. I've seen a woman, she did Osusu and she collected $27,000. Out of that $27,000, they are building in Nigeria. She called her husband, gave the husband $10,000 to add to the building back home, and she still gave the husband another $10,000 out of the $27,000 she had to go and do something in their backyard, do their deck, do it nicely. The 7,000, she used it to bring things in the house. The husband did not contribute. She did the contribution on her own, which the husband did not even know about. When it gets to her turn, she called her husband, do use this for that, use that for that. You see, that is what I see, and I call them husband and wife. It mustn't be just a man do this, a woman do that. No, it is a joint effort. Ndị Igbo si na agbakọ ọnụ nyụọ mmamịrị, ya agba ụfụfụ. You get? So when we join hands together, enemy will be out there. They will be saying, this lady has given the husband juju. He has done that. That's why the husband, they are living well. That is enemy. Those are talks that come from the mouth of the enemies. Yes. No, your husband is not a mumu. You are not a mumu. What you are doing is for the betterment of your family. And your husband, both of you are chasing one goal. Do you understand? So that is why I said earlier, marriage has no pattern. There is no specific pattern for marriage. So what works for you here, Mr. Chinedu, might not work for me. But what is the goal? As long as you are heading to the goal and I'm heading to achieve my goal too, and everything is good, my husband is happy, your wife is happy, carry on. My ear is deaf from the outside. What people say is not my problem, because I believe people must definitely talk about you. Unless you're not in this earth, you're not in existence anymore. That is when people don't talk about you. And mostly when you're making a progress, I tell you today, people will talk about you because you're making progress. Most people don't like progress people around them because you are doing better than them. They want you to be failure. Some people want you to be a failure for you to be their friend. They want to be above you. When you are under, they want to be your friend. But once God elevates you higher than them, you will see you become their enemy overnight. What does that tell you? Get a hand on football. So ignore them and move on your life. Your happiness is your first priority on earth. You, your family. Outside, I don't care what outsider says. It doesn't bother me at all. Yes, that's my opinion, sir.
Sugar, that's a very great one. For families that listen to us, you heard right from a married woman who stays in Canada, traveled wide, working class, has business, side hustle, making money, and still living happily. Both on Instagram and everywhere, she's doing all this, but still propagates the traditional value of a man helping a woman and a woman helping a man in marriage at home. No matter where you are, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you are in Canada, whether you're in America, marriage is marriage. And the most important formula is understanding that you are there for each other.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you, Sugar.
Thank you, sir.
Another important place now I want you to talk about, because you have kids, is all about teaching our kids abroad our languages. You see, sugar, my own kids, every other person might not be lucky. If I call my kids now, they will talk to me in Soka language. Right in this US, everybody sees it. Sometimes I bring them to social media because speaking in Soka. So, but some other people, there's a great friend I have, very successful, has stayed 26 years here, became a billionaire. He's very successful. When they say a man is fulfilled and successful, but he has only one regret. None of the children speaks it or understands Igbo. He called me and said, Chinedu, that's the only regret I have coming to America. So what's your reaction to this? How do you feel about this?
Mm, Mr. Chinedu, your case is absolutely different. And I will tell you why I said so. Um, it's different when you have your kids in abroad. And it's also different when you migrate with your kids abroad when they were little. And it's also a different thing when your children, when you migrate with them when they are grown. Yes. If I remember vividly, you said you told me it's been 2 years or so you came to US. So, and I don't know how old your kids are. So for somebody who came 2 years ago and somebody who had him or her children in abroad like 10 years ago is two different things. Knowing that in this part of the world, like me, for example, I always use myself as a key point. Um, my kids spent much time in school than at home, right? So, for instance, my children left home 8 o'clock this morning, and they're gonna be back by 4 o'clock. That is how many hours already. And once they come back 4 o'clock, I'm home, right? So they will come, mommy, this, my teacher, blah, blah. This one is talking, this one is talking. Once we finish that, my daughter head to the kitchen, do her dishes. After her dishes, it's already 5. Their dinner is 5 o'clock. I'll make sure their dinner is ready at 5 and they will eat at 5. And after eating at 5, 8 o'clock is their bedtime. So, how long do I really have to spend time with these children? And secondly, in school, they don't speak Igbo, they speak English in school. So, my husband is one advocate of children speaking Igbo. That almost made me lose my marriage, not speaking Igbo for my children, because my husband is a very principled man. He likes his children and wish his children speaks Igbo. So, to the glory of God, for the visit of my mom coming here frequently and going really helped my children. Yes. My two daughters can speak, my 10 years child can speak Igbo, and she understood every word in Igbo. She understood everything. Then, my second son, who is my second child, who is turning 8 years in 2 months, he doesn't really understand that deep, deep one. The only thing he understands is maybe bubu wetara mmiri ọṅụṅụ. He will understand that one. Ghana room without my phone, I'm charging it. He will understand. But when Kenga Aguaya, there's some I will tell him. He will be like, "What did you say, mommy?" I will be like, I will still repeat that thing in English and repeat it in Igbo. I will make him understand. This is what I said in English, and he means this in Igbo. I will say it in Igbo. And you'll be like, oh, he will go. My little child that is 4 years today, my last born, she understands Igbo 100%. And that was the help of my mom because she was my mom's handbag and my mom speaks Igbo. So my husband told her, and I told my mom, please, we don't want English. And secondly, not this I go, I come. This thing that Nigerian people speak and say is English. I'm sorry to say, that is not an English. So I don't want my mom to come and be speaking that. It's better my kids to understand Igbo 100% that I come, I go. Wait till you talk, where you go. That is not English for me, right? So I want my kids to understand Igbo. So I go to an event here, like we have them in summer period. We'll have Nigerian Day, we have Anambra Day, Newi Day, Igbo Day. We have so many of them. So, and when they're having this performance, you will see children getting an award, having scholarships from Nigerians in diaspora. They join hands together and want to train these children. Why? Because they speak Igbo fluently, no mistakes. Children that was born and raised here. Why are most of my friends that are living in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Igbos, their children don't know beer? They don't. And I was having a conversation to one of my friends that stays in Lagos that her children only speak English. You know, even my last visit back home, they were speaking English. I said, babe, why your children know they talk Igbo? She was like, sugar, don't worry, who Igbo help? Igbo no help anybody. If they go for interview today, they will not use Igbo to interview them. It's English. That is better for her children to understand English than Igbo. And I made her understand that your children will always learn Igbo English in school. I'm telling you the truth. Your children will learn English in school. You see that Igbo, you're depriving them in the house. You're selling Igbo away from them. It's going to be hard for these children to speak Igbo and you will regret in future. But that is Nigerian person's mindset. Me that lives in diaspora, I wish my children can even write Igbo. It's a shameful thing to me that today I can't write Igbo. Most time I want to say things in Igbo, I will call my younger sister, my last born. She's the one that will write it for me. Or I will call my best friend, no. She's the one to write Igbo for me because I don't know how to write it. And it's a shameful thing to me. I wish I can backward myself, but unfortunately, I can't. Whatever you lost, you have lost it. You can't eat your cake and have it. So I am making sure and trying my best possible to make sure my kids, they at least they will speak the basic ones and understood all. That is that's my dream, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm even looking and hoping to see a tutorial person that will come and be giving them Igbo as a tutorial class at home, mostly my son. Otherwise, my two girls are doing awesome when it comes to Igbo. But my son, oh my God, I call him Oyibo man. That guy does not really, but he understands little. Like I told you, kutem weta this, that weta aziza, oganea. You understand? But when I not said like more than one word together, bubu bagelu, chicken and washer, let him aqua money bound, then he got a room where, hey, he's lost. I have confused him the highest. He will not remember. He will go up and come down. Mommy, what did you say? I don't get that anymore. Then I have to repeat it in English and interpret it in Igbo to let him understand this is what this actually meant. That is how I do my children. But it is a good thing for we Nigerians, mostly Igbos. Please teach your children how to speak Igbo. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. You might not know the importance of it right now, but trust me, in future, you will not regret it. Igbo is an amazing thing to speak. When I see people from Asia country, Filipinos, Chinese, they don't speak, even Indians. You will not see Indian speaking to their child English. They don't do that. You will see a Filipino person that is 2 years, 3 years that is talking. Hey, mommy, they are speaking their dialect fluently. No mistake. So why can't we? Those are the people that understand the importance of their tribe. Even in our country where we came from, Yorubas, I respect them a lot. You see, Yorubas is a tribe that even if they live in nowhere today, their children will know how to speak Yoruba. Yoruba is what they speak in their house. But you will see a Nigerian person, an Igbo girl or man that lives in Lagos, they will not speak Yoruba, they will not speak Igbo, not English. They will abandon their father tongue, which is Igbo, and start speaking English. But a Yoruba man will not forget that Yoruba. Even in this Canada that we live, most of my Yoruba friends, their children speak Yoruba very well, and I envy them. I used to tell them, I'm happy your children speak Igbo, speaks Yoruba very well. God, I wish my children would speak Igbo the way your children speak Yoruba very well. English for sure, they will learn it in school. 100%, they will learn it in school very well. But you see, that's your father tongue, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or whatever. Do yourself a favor and make sure your children speaks and understand. Even if they don't speak very well, let them speak a little bit. So that Madam Nombenaya, Ereya, Kobo Kobo, without him or she knowing. So it is a very important thing that everybody understands how to speak their father tongue. Yes.
Okay, to wrap it up, you're a Nigerian, and that's wonderful of you. Thank you. Ezigbo nwanne anyị. Oh, ndewo. So you're in Nigeria, and all of us are feeling the nosediving economy of Nigeria. You heard that Davido went to a podcast or an interview just like and spoke up. He said the truth. He said the real situation of the country. And a lot of people came after him. So, what is your take? Is it good we say the truth and seek help, or and shame the devil, as the people say, or we hibernate just because we want to be patriotic Nigerians? So, what is your take on Davido's statement and the reaction of Nigerians?
This is one of the reasons Nigerians will remain where they are today. Yes. Um, there is an adage that says a problem shared is easy to solve.
How so?
But,
Yeah.
but when you keep to yourself, when you keep your word or problems to yourself, you barely get solution to that. Yes. So if you look very well on that comment that the video shared, I wrote I wrote my opinion under it. I said the video is very correct. That's my comment has almost 2,000 reactions on it. 2,000 people liking it and commenting under it. Some of them are bullying me. Why will I support the video? Because I have made it in life. Some of them are saying because you live in Canada, you think you can support any evil. For me, it is not an evil. Truth is always bitter. Why Nigerians doesn't like truth? What Davido said in the live broadcast was nothing but the truth. So, yes. What he said, I will even I wish, oh my God, sometimes I pray and wish that I'm Linda Ikeji, that I've gotten to Linda Ikeji's level. I will come and I will open Nigeria. I will tell the whole world how Nigeria is. Because we need help. Apparently, we do. Anybody that says it's only the riches, those that are doing one thing on the ground, probably collide with somebody in abroad to launder the money, backyard, front yard. They are the one doing well in Nigeria. They are the one saying that Nigeria is good. Let me ask you, what does it mean that Nigeria is good? Is it not when more than average or average Nigeria are doing well? That is when Nigeria is good. I am I am not saying that we will not have the poor. It's in the Bible. There will be the poor, there will be the medium class, and there will be the rich class people. That is how life is. But how do you classify a country that is doing well? Today, I live in Canada. I will tell you Canada is doing well because number of people, average number of people are high than people that are not doing well. And anybody that is not doing well in this country basically know that that person is what is a lazy man. Let me use the word lazy because abroad is not for a lazy person. Abroad is like give and take. That is how abroad is. If you cannot give, for example, if you cannot work, you cannot eat. That is how abroad is. They don't dash money in abroad. So what Davido stated in that broadcast was nothing but the truth. Nigeria, what was that word he used again? That Nigeria is in, I don't know the exact word. I want to quote him.
Shambles.
Exactly. The guy is absolutely right. He is. So people in Nigeria are struggling. A lot of people are struggling. Go to villages, you see people struggling to feed. I am not talking about them dressing or them building. No, at least common 3 square meal a day. Somebody cannot provide it. I see ladies hugging, somebody is hugging abacha. The total money in that abacha they have is 2.5. Total is 2.5 in that their tray. Ask me, 2.5 can't even buy you. Let's say 2.5 can only buy you maybe one bag of pure water. One pure water now is 20 naira. Pure water. Some people sell two, 20 naira. Three, 50 naira. That's what some people are selling. Three pure water, 20 naira. Pure water, three, 20, 50 naira. It's crazy. Imagine somebody with 3 children, husband and wife like me, which is 5 family. How are they going to feed? I see lady doing bricklayers in Nigeria. Things that our forefathers those days is men. Those are men job. It's not meant for a woman. I still stand and say it. There are some jobs that are meant for a man. There are some jobs that are made for a woman. So you see that bricklayer, a woman carrying cement, carrying this, going upstairs to go and serve it to somebody up, coming down, carrying cement, uh, carrying what is it called? Block to go upstairs and give somebody up. That is not meant for a woman. But today, if you go to the site, women are the one doing most of those jobs. And these are married women. Some people are pregnant and they are still pushing. And at the end of the day, they will pay them 3,000 a day job. 3,000, you need medication as a woman. When you do all those things, finish body ache, you can't stretching your body, everything. And when you get home, the man will still want to you to come and do your always zunulo. They still want you to come and service them as a man because that is your duty as a wife. And you go and take medication. By the time you finish all this, and the money is finished. For you to make a good one pot of meal in Nigeria now is from 20,000 above. This 20,000, you manage it too. If it's somebody that cooks like me, the way my mom taught me, okoroko ga ano ya, azụ, asa fish, dry one ga ano ya. Meat, at least go put meat where oga go chop. Ege nweta ntanta, agata n'ofe, right? You go match crayfish, only crayfish, match and put inside the soup to boost the taste out, to bring it out. By the time you buy these 4 items I mentioned already, the money, the 20,000 naira is gone. Small stock fish like this is 5K without ear. It's 5K. That's how they sell it now in Nigeria. So crayfish, I get them small thing like this. I think it 5,000. So money has no value. I'm sorry to say, I am not going to condemn anybody's regime or any president or governor or anything. This is it has to be a collection of everybody joined together, not just the people in the government. As we, the individuals, we still have a role to play. Everybody has a role to play. So as an individual, do your own part of the role and leave government, please do your own part. And let's see how we're going to carry each other along. You eat today, your sister did not eat. Are you happy? You are not happy. As the governor or the president of the country, you and your family are doing awesomely good. But the people you are protecting, you fail to protect them. It doesn't make sense to us. And when we speak, it is a problem. So I will definitely accept and believe in what Davido said. He said the absolutely truth. What Davido said, I am on that page. He spoke my mind. And I believe Davido spoke the mind of millions of Nigeria as well. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. The wonderful thing about Davido is that Davido is well to do. You see, one of the striking things about his position is that some people, you rarely see people in that position complaining about the situation. It shows that, you see, why I trip for Davido, why I'm Davido's fan, it's not because of one statement. Some of his songs, I don't even know how to sing it. But anything that concerns Davido gets into my head just because of the word he said, we rise by lifting others. And I see him doing it. He didn't just say it, he's doing it. And for Davido to come out and start talking about he wore the shoe of Nigerians and saw where he's penny. He didn't wear Davido's shoe. If he was wearing that delicate shoes, he won't make that comment. So he was wearing the shoe of ordinary Nigerians, and that's why
Exactly.
I understood what was going on. If Davido was wearing the shoe of Adelicis, he would not even know that
Hard.
something is bad in Nigeria. So thank you for associating yourself in that very same position of Davido, and we'll give it to him, and we'll give it to you too, Sugar. Thank you, Sugar. Because you have spent 1 hour, I have to respect you. But before you go down, I have to ask you one important question, which is a problem I have seen among married people in in diaspora. The issue of women making money, not investing on their wives, and men making money, women making money, not investing on their husbands, and husbands making money, not investing on their wives. You know, some women come here, they are very lucky. Some who are nurses, some medical people, they make a lot of money. They face their family at home. They don't think of their husband. They just say, "Oh, God, name me Uber now, name me Uber." And there could be, oh gosh, wow, there's a very logistic problem. But we're closing up with people. I know you people finding this interesting because Sugar is also, I know when I sought for her, she really knows, she has experience, She's a good person. She's sincere and outspoken. You hear from her. She speaks from her heart. She's not just talking because it's before the camera.
I'm back.
Yep.
Sorry, it's a call.
She was speaking from her heart. She speaks from her heart. She speaks from, and you have heard her. So, what I'm trying to say is, what is your advice from the 10 years experience you have had? Husbands and, yeah, and you touched it a little bit when you were explaining. I just want you to summarize it so that we can draw the curtain for the day. You have done greatly. You see, husbands make more money. Their wife can, just like you are now, you have three. Maybe your husband is making so much money, and there is maybe you're just doing a job that is giving you small, small money. Your husband can decide to invest your rent, give you $20,000, $50,000, say buy more, go more on Instagram, go more, extend to YouTube, you know, use ad, use this, sponsor what you are doing. Okay, like this, I'm a media person. Apart from the other job, I'm a shipper. I do all those business. This one is like
Mm.
side hustle for me. My wife is a nurse. She can be making her money and say, okay, take 20,000, build a big studio, go into public broadcast. So, and you see, if she's not supporting you, what you'll be doing will not come to this level. Because you see some wives making money and their husband is struggling with Uber, just trying to make it with Uber. But she's making a lot of money. And you see some husbands, they are very rich. And if you see their husband, their wives is not showing. Some do it because they want to have control. Some do it that they believe that if they invest on this man and he goes so big, he can be carrying girls, he can be doing all those kind of, ideas. And some also think that if their wife becomes so rich, they can abandon them, they can remember that they can call a cop on their husband, and they can remember the laws of the Western world. So some of these fears, some of these very wrong narratives militate against husband or partners investing on each other. Instead, they go outside and start investing on themselves. You can even see a woman building a house somewhere and the husband is doing over. There are businesses you can do abroad. If your wife has money and it supports you to start a business. Okay, as a wife now, your husband can decide, okay, can even tell you, like this, you know how to cook this work you are going, since this crate can be giving you to business and putting $100,000 into it. It will grow and it is for the glory of the family. So what will you say about that? I think that's the last point
Mm,
for the country.
okay. If you ask me, it doesn't matter who takes care of each other. It depends on who earns more. In my opinion, whoever that earns more can do more. So, like you mentioned, Uber is not a bad job actually. Some people do it as a full-time job. I've seen somebody that made 150,000 per annum from Uber. So which nurses, we don't even make such amounts.
Yeah,
People that works the way I work, I don't really work much. So, but people that sleeps there, people that work so much, some people make like 200 per annum. Some people 100, one something, depends, right? So, and Uber, some people do Uber instead of coming home to just sit at home. Some people do it as a side job, like they have a good job already. So, after going to their job and probably they work 4 days in their office and the other 3 days is home. So, men, instead of sitting at home relaxing for 3 days, doing nothing, you know, um, money, time is money. So they feel like, oh, I think I should use these 2 days, run around for Uber. And that 2 days, don't be surprised. Some people make like 500, 600 in that 2 days. So the other one day they can stay at home and play with their kids, help their wife and do some certain things that need to be taken care of at home. So yeah, abroad or husband and wife, I believe we need to work together. Whoever that earns more should please.
Oh my God. Whoever earns more should please do sugar destiny. Yeah, that's a punchline, and we'll be coming up with it today. So you can see, I think she's already having distraction from the base, and this is the reason why we are saying, yeah, she will come back to the show, and we will summarize. We're almost rounding up. So, Sugar Destiny official on Instagram is live on this. We'll be showing later when the Instagram and Facebook resolves their trouble.
Hold
Will
on, let
be
me let me block these people.
so later
Let me block them all.
later in the day when we're done. So we are going
Sorry,
to,
I'm back.
okay, no problem.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Okay, I have to block the
So
callers because I've sent couple messages. Please don't call me. I will call you back. And they keep calling. So I've blocked them now. They won't call me anymore.
no problem. So yeah, I heard you, and you summarized it. Who earns more should do more, and that is the
Exactly.
message.
When
Thank you.
there is love, we don't count the one you do and the one you don't do, right? So when there is love, love will make you do without counting, without thinking who is doing more. Because we Africans, we believe a man should do more than a woman when it comes to marriage. The same way we believe a woman should be the one cooking and serving the husband. But when you marry and you love each other, it doesn't count who cooks, who serve each other, who pays bills. The love will blindfold all of those things. So as long as there is love in between the couples, forget it. Everything will go smoothly. And put your ear, make it be a deaf one outside. Most people, as a married woman, you have no business mingling, associating with a divorcee. I'm so sorry. If you are married and you are happily married in your home, yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't make friends with divorcees. You can, but have your boundary. I know a lot of divorcees, ladies, they want you to be like them. Yes. I'm a witness. I have seen and I've conquered. It's just that I have a strong bond with family. I am family oriented person. So when you don't say it the way I see it, I cut off because I am family oriented person. Like I told you before, I can't do it without my husband. It's not gonna work. It cannot work for me. I don't know if I can even survive it. I don't think I can survive it. So those people that are no more in marriage, they want you to be like them so that you will be their handbag. You guys will be everywhere, right? So if you're a happily married person, mingle yourself more often with people in your status. So you guys' conversation will be similar. Do you get? But when you are with opposites, their conversation, you'll be saying, my husband, deep inside them, they are not happy. I'm telling you, I'm a living witness. They will smile in their presence, but at back, their mind is evil. Their thought is evil. Sorry, I'm hearing noise. Their thought is evil and all of that. So that is my final. If you earn more, please don't seek from a friend. If you want to seek an advice as a woman, seek an advice from your mother, your elder sister, not your friend. Let me tell you, nobody want to see you succeed more than them, apart from your mother, probably your siblings, if you have a good sibling.
Yeah,
They are
that's
they
been
are the
a good
they
mother.
are the only people that want you to survive, as in succeed more than them. When you succeed more than a friend, I am a living witness. Most people would they would disconnect themselves because, oh, today I've elevated, I'm more than them. Envy and jealousies and all of that. So be careful. Mostly if you're married, please associate yourself with people that have the same status with you. And it's not everything you say out. Some things are left to be unsaid. Keep it. That is your pride as a married woman. And that is your secret that you and your family, your husband and kids, that should be your bond. Yes. Some problems, kneel down, pray to God. After God, the next person is your mother. The other person is your mother-in-law. Have a clean conversation with them. Tell them how it is. Any advice they give to you, think about it, digest it, and pick the one that works. Forget friends. Friends, most friends are garbages, honestly.
Yeah, thank you, Sugar, for coming to this show. I'm so proud you are here, and I know you're happy too. You're here.
I'm very happy. I am very happy, honestly speaking, and I will be happy to be here again. Anytime you need me, just let me know. I'm going to answer 100%.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
appreciate you.
That when you come to my show, you would like to come again. Yeah, because I know what it took me to bring you here because you don't know how the show works. So this is wonderful. A lot of people don't have what I have. I don't want to be boastful about it. A lot of people don't. They're not prepared the way I'm prepared in this media setup. So and because I carve a niche for myself, I don't want to dive into things that are bringing. Let me tell you, fame is not growth, and the number is not quality. You see, some people can have 1 million followers, they don't have one senator as a follower. You can have 30,000 followers and the 10,000 are millionaires. Your circle, your niche attracts the kind of people that will be in your circle. Do you understand? So that's what we're doing.
Mm.
So thank you for coming. And you see how we look for people we bring here. We look for
Yeah.
virtuous people who represents positive things about African sector. Finally, before you go, what will you tell your fans about Chinedu Anichi TV?
Chinedu Anichi TV is a great person. It's somebody that is willing to listen and, you know, give an advice. Chinedu is somebody that can beat my chest, and I will tell you, he's one of the people that I admire so much on Instagram space. He's one of the fathers that I respect so much. So do yourself a favor and listen to Chinedu Anichi TV. I guarantee you're going to learn a lot of things, and the things you learn today, I believe it will help you tomorrow. So don't miss Chinedu Anichi TV show. Pay attention. We can help you with data. Anytime you run out of data, you can DM me. As long as you're willing to watch Chinedu Anichi and learn from him, I will subscribe for you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for having me, and I will be here next time by God's grace.
Yeah, thank you, Sugar. Thank you, great. I'm grateful. My regards to your husband and your kids and people in Canada. I wish you.
Thank you.
I know it's always cool. So thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my people have seen Sugar Destiny. He has done it. He has killed it. And today, we respect her for coming, advocating seriously on sustenance of marriage through observance and behavioral patterns that are in consonance with African traditional values of respect, of mutual understanding, and being intentional with whatever you do in the marital space. Thank you, Shika. And for those of you who will be watching us later and those who are already watching, God bless you for coming. Thank you. Remember, this is Chinedu Anichi TV, the one and only celebrities here. So, the 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Tomorrow, we'll be having a show. Tomorrow, we'll be having the president of all the DJs in Nigeria. Will be 4 p.m. Nigerian time, 9 a.m. Central American time. So, be there. God bless you.